So, hello and welcome to day 66 of the Mindfulness Challenge. I'm trying to do something that I've never done before, which is to stream live to YouTube. And what better day than to do it on day 66? I'm going to record this, just remember to do it. So we are on day 66 of the Mindfulness Challenge. Congratulations on getting here. What a great milestone. And I think 6 and 6 for me is a great number. It's number 12, which is an ascended number. It gives me lovely feelings when I think of the number 12. But mindfully, we are growing. We're really developing. We're moving forward in a way that, I could never imagine possible. And the people who are following this have been truly amazing. The comments have been sensational. Everything just, is just so special about it. And it started off as a 14-day challenge, and who would have thought in 14 days, so another 52 days later, we're going to try and get to 100. That's the milestone. We're going to try and do 100 days of mindfulness, which is truly amazing. And it's for me it's amazing, and I hope it's having an effect with you guys as well. So today we're going to be specifically looking at forgiveness and how we can help forgive people, forgive ourselves. For we've talked a lot about in terms of mindfulness, where we put ourselves under lots of pressure, stresses and strains, and these pressures and stresses and strains really, we beat ourselves up over it. So, the times where, so for instance, yesterday I was going to go and cut all the trees down, and I thought, right, okay, let me see if I can make this happen. And I couldn't because my knee's still dodgy. But then I put myself under, when's your knee going to get better? And, this is ridiculous. And, and we do it. We all do it. And I think what I'm trying to do now is say, well, no, hang on a minute. It is a case of us, just breathing. And it's the situation where it is. And, I'm sort of very mindful now that certain things that I'm doing, are difficult because of, the physical things the issues I'm having. But what I'm not allowing it to do is I'm not allowing it to take up the whole of my day, where I'm just sitting here and just wallowing in some self-pity or issues based around, not being happy with my life or my knee, or when's this going to end. And I think it's important now that I can, through mindfulness and cultivating it through many years, learning it, 7 years ago, doing all of my courses and passing the MBSR, which is mindfulness based stress reduction, is all about really learning how we can, separate our mental narrative from the things that are going on around us, and the ability to be able to, hold some of those thoughts and just allow them to dissipate in a way that is so meaningful. Because, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and forgiveness was one of those things that came up, and, there was a trauma in that person's life that really affected them, and somebody else was involved in that trauma, and the need and want every time they see this person, to go over and really, have a go at him, and, wanting to, basically wanting to knock him out. And when you think of some of the things, the situation that arose, it's a very typical, if you like, human reaction, is that we want to hold that grudge. We want to make them suffer because we suffered. And how many times have we done that? And it's about how we can, truly move forward on these things, but how we can let go of that desire and want for revenge, that desire and want for getting one back. I really want to get one back, and they've got one over on me, so I was brought up to get one over on them. But the reality of the situation is, what does that serve us? Where does that take us? Where does that work? And I think, for me, the ability to have this, forgiveness, and to forgive people and to accept things, is a real key thing in it. And if you think about, you know, if in this instance where somebody's done something that's not very nice to somebody, then they hold that grudge against that person for a very long time. But the reality of the situation is, who's actually now suffering? Who is, you know, who is really struggling with that? And it really is important that, you know, if they've hurt you and you allow that hurt to fester and you want that revenge and you want that, you know, oh, I want to really get them back, then you're not being able to move forward. So there's even more hurt and everything put on you. How powerful could it be to say, do you know what? I forgive what you did. I really do forgive. And what that happens is it takes back control, because when you're always wanting to have revenge, or, you know, you want them to wish ill of them and all of these things, these are negative thoughts that are sitting in your energy. The negative thoughts that are sitting in your persona. What we want to be able to do really is forgive. Forgive them, because then you take control back and you let it go, because they have nothing over you. They're not going to affect your emotions. They're not going to affect your fears. They're not going to, because the situation's gone. We can agree to disagree, and I didn't like what you did, but you know what? In the grand scheme of things, I'm prepared to forgive you. Imagine how powerful that could be. Forgiveness is such a powerful tool for us to use, because it allows us to be able to forgive, but it allows us to come back with control, because they can't hurt you anymore, because you've taken that away from them. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go into a forgiveness meditation. And I'm going to, as I always do when I do these things, but we're recording and it's live. So I'm going to pop an image up on the screen. Okay. And I just want you now just to get comfortable and just to close your eyes. And we're going to do a forgiveness meditation. And it's very important with all of these things, and just get into that space, it's going to be wonderful to allow yourself the relaxation that's needed in order for you to change things in your life that you desire. But complete relaxation is impossible, I believe anyway, when you hold grudges. Sometimes it's hard to even imagine forgiving those who have wronged you. As you sit here with your eyes closed, just taking a deep breath in and breathing out. But it's necessary in the progression of personal achievement. If we can forgive, if we can allow those grudges to go, no matter the severity of what's happened in the past, whether the persons are still alive, it doesn't matter. The ability to let go of grudges and to have forgiveness is so special. So let's begin with your eyes closed by taking another deep breath in and just saying, I'm ready to take the steps necessary toward becoming the better version of myself. I'm ready to take the steps necessary towards becoming the best version of myself. And it may seem daunting to forgive people at instances of your past that hurt you, but actually it's quite easy. And we have to remember that we don't want to harbor any anxiety. We want to allow these incidents to pass. And having forgiveness with relaxation techniques is very powerful, that we can become calm and relaxed with our outlook. So with your eyes closed now, I just want you to notice how your body feels. Notice any places that feel pleasant. It could be as small as the tip of your nose or anywhere. Just feel the sensations of goodness and just allow them to come into your body, and allow a wonderful feeling of happiness to start to build. And perhaps these areas of nice sensations can communicate with those places in your body that feel a little stuck. And just observe how your body reacts when you allow pleasant feelings to communicate with stuck ones. And do the nice sensations hold a grudge against the areas of not so nice sensations? The answer is no. They simply hold the space and communicate with openness of how to let go. And allow for more pleasant feelings to enter into your body now through the power of your breath. breathing easily and consciously and knowingly. And as you exhale, you oxygenate your whole system with a sense of goodness through your entirety. And again, inhale goodness and exhale into a more relaxed state. Inhale supportive sensations and exhale into relaxation. Inhale deeply the force of good, and again, exhale into relaxation. Continue this now for 5 more good breaths, inhaling the force of good and exhaling relaxation. And feel as you do it, how easy it is coming to you. Inhaling the force of good and exhaling relaxation. You are natural at communicating with areas of tension, but the very structure and frequency of you becoming into this relaxed state is just by focusing on your breath from moment to moment. And let's just continue with our newfound relaxation to a place of forgiveness. This is a very, very, important opportunity. Excuse me for sneezing, just come back to your breath. It's going to aid us in progressing towards personal achievement in all aspects of our life. So I want you to visualize a beautiful garden on a mild day with fluffy clouds rolling by in the sky and the sun periodically warming your skin and nourishing the plants in the garden. As you admire the beauty here, the way the leaves of the vegetation are just being caressed by the wind. And there are many colors of flowers throughout the garden, and their fragrance, as you sit here and just visualize them, is sweet and welcoming. And as you look down, you see a small footpath through some flowering shrubs, and it's inviting you along a mysterious path. So go down this way. And as you curve around the beauty of this garden, you inhale the fresh oxygen that these plants produce. You feel so pleasant and relaxed. And as you round the corner, a small bench made of wood comes into view, and you see the person you most need to forgive is sitting there. You see, they've been waiting for you because this is a very important encounter. And now, however uncomfortable this may feel initially, I want you to sit down beside them because this is a very safe place. And some things need to be said to this person. With bravery and courage, look at them directly in their eyes and say, "You hurt me, and I have suffered far too long because of this burden I carry in any form of a grudge towards you. I forgive you. I forgive you not to help you, but to better myself. I forgive you, and you will not enter my thoughts any longer. I forgive you because forgiveness leads to openness in all aspects of my life." You notice that the darkness that was once in their eyes begins to lighten, and for a while they do not say a word. Then the silence is broken, and they say simply to you, "I will leave you alone now. You will not be tormented by the thoughts of me anymore." They get up from the beautiful wooden bench and walk into the depths of the nearby forest. You watch as this figure grows smaller into the distance until you no longer see them. Never once do they turn or look back your way. Very good. This is a very important meeting today in this beautiful garden. And as you're breathing the new fresh air, you feel twice as light as you did before. That's because a huge weight has been lifted now, that the person you needed to forgive is no longer sitting within your secret garden. And importantly, they have moved on, and so have you. Taking a deep breath in, holding it, and breathing out this forgiveness and love, that now you can move forward in your life like never before. And when you're ready to rise from this meditation at your own pace, you're going to notice that you're eager and ready to take the steps needed towards your own personal achievement. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. It can be difficult, obviously, sometimes coming face to face with people who have wronged us or we've had issues with, or have hurt us. But the ability to sit there and say, I forgive you, and knowing full well that then they can turn away and walk is important. I hope you enjoyed day 66 live. Never done it before. And I hope this meditation for forgiveness will help you along the way. It's a pleasure as always being with you. And when you wake up in the morning, you say, good morning, Julian, I love you, or whatever your name is. But also when you go to bed, say, good morning, Julian, or sorry, good evening, or good night, Julian. Thank you for being me. And thank you for today. Thank you for everything that I've got and everything that I love. God bless you. Be love and give love on this wonderful day 66. I shall see you on day 67. It won't be live, but it'll be here. Take care. Have a lovely day. Be love and give love. Bye-bye.